I stumbled on a video where the person was sharing how newly wedded couples, I mean, not all, but this generation newly wedded couple, make decisions to not have babies, let's say for the first 3 years of their marriage and all of that. So maybe later in the long run, after they've waited for 2, 3 years, most likely, when they now decide that they want to start having the babies, then the babies don't come. Not all of them, anyway, but he was just sharing, like, it's one thing that is trending right now, that people tend to get married, and sometimes some of them have very cogent reasons why they do this, and but unfortunately for them, when they decide to start having children, the children might not come. So he was just talking around it, like, Christians have to be careful so that they don't fall into such trap. So when I saw the video, I was like, this is actually very deep and worth reflecting on. I mean, it's always a good reason. It's always a good decision to say maybe you want to save some money before you go into, having children, or you just want to prepare one thing or the other. But then it could also mean that if care is not taken, people might miss their promised time. Because when God joins people together, there's a plan that He has for them, right? And God's plan is seasonal. There's a specific time for them. So just imagine if God had planned that He wants them to have those babies after 6 months of marriage, and they decide to wait until 3 years. So it means that if they don't have that baby after 6 months and decide to have it later in 3 years, the baby might not come. And they might have to wait longer years. Or they might even not have those babies again. It is very possible. I don't know. I'm just saying that it is very possible. So what do I want to bring out of all of this is that the year is still very fresh. So please do not make a decision that the first 6 months or the first 3 months of the year, you're just going to use it to flex when you know what God has placed in your heart to do. I mean, do not waste time. As believers, we are wise, or at least we are expected to be wise, because our Father is wise. Okay, let's read this verse. Maybe you don't get what I'm trying to say, but so let's read Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 to 16 together. It says, "Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil." You don't want to waste God's time, not even your time now. You do not want to waste God's time, because if God have told you start this thing in January, don't wait till February, don't wait till March. Don't try to have pleasure in what God has told you first before you go on and do it. Just obey as quickly as possible, because with Him there are times and there are seasons. And in Jesus' name, may our season not pass. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I pray God will give us better understanding of His word in Jesus' name. I'll see you next week. Take care of yourself. Bye.